Hey guys, Trax228 here again, and just got back from Thunder Alley Gas Champs. Back early. It's about 1 o'clock right now. Kyosho ran great. Was a lot of fun actually. Did pretty well. Me not really placing well, but considering who I was up against and stuff, I did pretty well in intermediate buggy. So I'm pretty happy with that. Not much went wrong, which was pretty good, but it was just a little bit of bad luck here and there, so that part wasn't good. What happened was... Holy crap, hang on. Okay, never mind, it's fine. What happened was, this first qualifier I went in practice. They were kind of doing like a motocross style thing where it had Moto 1, Moto 2. And we had 3 qualifiers the first day, and it was a 2-day race. So, went to go practice. Got used to the track because they didn't allow anybody to get any practice before then. So everybody was having to learn the track. We got 1 practice session, so it was fair. Everybody got 1 with your class of cars. So you got to practice with your people instead of practicing with like truggies and electric buggies and pros and then beginners or sportsman drivers and stuff like that. So it was kind of gave you an idea who you were running with and stuff before it was actually a race. The qualifiers, they set up kind of like a main where everybody started instead of you're on your own clock. It was literally a race. First 1 to 15 laps won it, or was the TQ, top qualifier, you know. And so it was kind of an interesting layout. Not a lot of people liked it. I didn't really mind. Kind of gave you that, get you a little bit more comfortable with how the start was, because it was like Supercross. Everybody's lined up in a row instead of being car behind car behind car. Everybody was lined up next to each other like this. So it was anybody's fair start. Doesn't matter if you were TQ or not. You weren't way ahead of the guy in last, you know. But TQ did get to pick, like, the first 5 positions, top 5 got to pick where they wanted to be, kind of like Supercross and Motocross. So that was pretty cool, I guess. That it was fair to everybody. So first qualifier, what happened? Oh yeah, I went to jump this little double thing that it takes about half throttle, not much, and I totally forgot what jump I was on, just mind blanked out, and it was in the warm up, not even during the race. It was just doing your couple laps around, and gave it 3/4 throttle for the big triple that was on the track, because I just forgot what jump I was on. I gave it enough throttle for the triple, and I only needed half throttle, and so launched it way down in the pit, because it kind of went like up, and then there was like a landing down into a pit, and then another like little step up, and so I landed in the pit. So I decided just to keep it as level as possible. That would be the best outcome, and it landed. Nothing broke, but these little plastic pieces right here that are inside the Kyosho shocks. I don't know if these are in all shocks, but anyway, there's this little plastic piece in here, and it just blew the shocks forward. All the momentum just stopping all of a sudden, just popped the shocks right off. Thank God nothing broke. From the driver's stand, I thought the tower had like snapped or something. I didn't know what had happened, and then we got it closer, and I just saw the shocks had popped off. So my friend Sean went and got some and popped them in while my dad and his dad were taking off the lock nut, and got me back out there. I mean, I was like a lap and a half down, so Sean just told me to use this to practice. Don't even worry about where I placed. So obviously I didn't place very well because I was a lap and a half down. I think I placed like 10th or 9th out of 12 people, so I did catch up a little bit, but it was still, I just was using this track time. I wasn't even, you know, concentrating on positions, so that it was just kind of learning the track. And second qualifier, flamed out literally as my dad put me down to start, but he got me back out, but I was like 8 seconds behind, caught my way back up to 5th, so that was pretty good. You know, and these were like 7-minute qualifiers, so I didn't have a lot of time, but to manage to get from 12 to 5 or to 5th in that little time, I thought it was pretty good. In being, you know, flaming out at the very beginning. So that was pretty cool. Then the third qualifier, I was doing good. I got a good start. I was didn't get the whole shot, but I did get a good start, and I managed to get my way into first because people crashed and stuff, and I had a probably a good 8-second lead on everybody. Got on the pipe, just rode it dead in the middle for a while, and none of the turn marshals were helping me get back over. Don't ask why. I do not know. I was pretty I was just like, what are you guys doing? Why aren't you helping me? And it's kind of like a ledge on one side. It kind of drops down, so both my tires weren't on the ground, so my diff was just spinning, so I couldn't like get any traction really. And I was just waiting for one of them to put me back on the track, but no. Finally managed to get back on the track, and everybody was like right behind me. But I was holding them off. I held them off for about another lap, and then the next lap, some guy came in, and I slid out a little bit in a turn at the bottom of the little step up that I was talking about, and he didn't even hesitate, just ran straight into the back half of me and spun me out, put me off the track. It was a total hack, and so that got me into last place because I had to wait for everybody else to go because it was so early in the race. So that sucked, because that could have been my difference between being in the A and making it in the B or higher in the B, So that kind of was let down. Now, the second day, which was today, I was in the B main, did it. I was doing good because there was only 8 in the A, and so there was 4 bump ups, I guess to make it a little more even again. It's just a different thing that Rob was trying, and makes it a little more fair. And so I was in third for a while, then I dropped down because I messed up a little bit, just slid out. The guy in fourth got around. I was in fourth for a long time, probably half the race, and then I flamed out because I jumped, landed in a triple, like in between the, I tried to jump the triple, and I landed like in between the pipes, so the pipe and the pipe, and it just stopped, and then my engine flamed out because of that. I don't know if I landed on a rock and hit the flywheel or something like that, but that was a really bad thing, because then I became like a lap down from everybody, didn't get to catch up anybody at all, and it sucks because I was in a transfer spot and I was holding my own. Anybody that tried to get on me either flipped or I started pulling away from them, so it was good until then. Then I got hit off the track again, which I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I wasn't even close to anybody, so it wasn't really a big deal. So yeah, that was my aftermath of it. Fast lap was a 33.3 or 33.3. Not the fastest, but my top 15 was a 33.8, I think. So that, or 33.9, somewhere around there. But that was pretty good and pretty consistent with that. So that's really good. Kind of sucks though that I didn't get to bump to the A, so you can't really put that on my resume that I got. So I ended up getting 10th, obviously, because I was a lap down from everybody. Tried my hardest to catch up, man. I really tried. I don't know actually how close I was, if I gained up actually quite a bit of time, or if I wasn't even close. But so yeah, that kind of sucked. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for that. So I'm gonna order some parts because I bent the drive shaft when I landed, the rear to center drive shaft when I landed. Come on, dude, spin. As you can see, that it's bent. When I landed in between the pipe, the chassis just flexed in it, just bent the drive shaft. I was able to finish the race. I didn't even notice there was a problem, so that was fortunate. Might have been a little loss of speed, but not much at all. Not enough to notice. My body looks great out there. Thanks to me, obviously. But so that was pretty good. But had really solid runs every time I ran. It was really solid. Just some bad luck, man. And also the qualifying day, for the first qualifier and practice, my engine wasn't running the best, so we had to get tuned up, just pretty much from scratch again. Sean helped me out on that just to make sure it was right and stuff. So we got that for the second and third qualifier, and yeah. But that's pretty much it. Sorry I didn't make like a preparation video or anything, guys, to tell you I was going. And sorry I haven't made a video in a long time, but I just have been really busy. So I'll be making more pretty soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Bye.